Hello everyone and welcome to another video today. We will look at some of the new features that have been introduced in Quebec. So the first one that we are going to talk about is the natural language query builder, which is enabled as part of the plugin. So far when we have been refreshing our list, we would always use this filter icon, select our columns, change the values, and run the query. But now we have an NLQ builder, natural language query builder, where we can type, let's say, our query and can fetch the result. The same capability has been extended to the reports as well. So far we have always been creating a report by giving a report name, selecting the table name, and then moving over to select our filters. But now we have a very similar feature here where all we have to do is just type in our query and it will automatically create the report, choosing the right table along with the filter. Next up along the same lines is a very interesting feature that has been introduced in ServiceNow Quebec. Let me change the report type for it, change the aggregation, and we are talking about field value formatting. Now there have been many occasions where we want to change the format of the field, where if it says day, it should be shown in hours, round up a decimal or something like that. All those good stuff is now available right here in Quebec. Let me show you real quick. So here the default unit is day, hour, minute. I can change it to THMS. If I want to show all my time in hours, I can choose hours, click submit, and my reports will reflect the same. A very cool feature available on the dashboards. Another great feature for product owners is to see the efficacy of portals and mobile apps that are configured for the platform. In the past, there has been no true way of measuring the interaction within the users. If it's really more effective, there was no way to measure user experience. Admins would write reports on sessions or interaction and see how the traffic was flowing within the platform. But with the user experience analytics module, one can easily track how the application is coming along in terms of interaction experience and if it's really adding any value. And this is the same for mobile apps or the web apps. So far, this feature is not available on-prem instances, and I believe domain separation is not applicable here. Alright, so this is the dashboard. You would see that we have options to look at mobile agent, the classic app, and the cool thing is if I choose mobile, then I have the option to filter based on iOS or Android. Again, there is lots of details, lots of great insights into this that get updated every hour on the user analytics dashboard. Instance scan feature has been introduced in Quebec to assess your platform's health and make sure it abides by the best practices policies. It is a list of checks that can be executed independently or as just like a test suite to make sure that if there are any challenges around coding practices or platform practices, that it is uncovered. A great tool that can be used by the development teams or by the operations team at the time of upgrade pre-post. Another cool thing that I found about is you can also create your own checks that You can then add them to the suite and you can run them anytime you are performing a development activity or as a scheduled activity. Universal Request is a new task-based module introduced. It allows agents to resolve cases across the enterprise. This means that now you can have a request which, if it was created in the IT, can move over to the HR space and vice versa. It is a paid plugin and is supplemented along the HR module. So overall, to the user, we are looking at an improved user experience because the user just wants to see the case resolved. Alright, so this is the new module. You would see it has a couple of options, again very similar to the incident table or the task tables we have seen. Let's see how we can request for one. So if I go to the portal, I will type help in the search bar. And you see these three icons. Alright, we'll go right to them. This one. So you would notice that the request help is a form very similar to like a catalog form or a record producer. I can type in something that says cannot open training schedule on my laptop. Now at this stage I would not know whether it will be an HR issue or an IT issue, so I would just say I do not know and I will hit submit. When I submit, it will generate me a UR number, which is universal request number, which I can see here as well. Let's see. So the moment we see a UR created, you can see that we can either create an HR case for it or we can create an incident for it. So that's pretty much in a nutshell. It's a huge module in itself. We can talk more about it in another video. So UI Builder that was introduced back in Orlando has also been revamped to a new sophistication level. I would say in addition to creating pages, now you have a more solid interface to create web interfaces. You can create the application directly from the Now Experience framework, or you can also create it from the App Engine Studio. So you will find significant improvements on Flow Designer and Integration Hub as well, but the one that stood out for me was Flow Variables. If you have been working in the workflow activity space, you would have been using scratchpads. So Flow Variables is the scratchpad for Flow Designer. Very simple and effective to use. You can define as many flow variables and of different types: true, false, integer, JSON string, reference string. Definitely a component very helpful while we are manipulating different values in our Flow Designer and we want a temporary storage. So with App Engine Studio, ServiceNow is providing all the developers of varying skills to build applications much more faster, much more effectively in a low code to no code manner. You can see it allows you to create tables, UI Builder, Flow Designer. There are a lot of templates to it. Great thing is this is available on the store, so you will see the updates coming in on the templates. I think a couple of days back I could just see 3 or 4 maybe. When you're creating an experience, you can actually create a mobile experience, a workspace experience, or a portal. So it allows all the developers within an organization with different interest to, like I said, build applications really fast. The web interface is totally new here. It's very intuitive. You can see a lot of relevant help section when you're navigating through the pages. Again, this is an altogether new concept that deserves its very own video. So yeah, one day. So do tell us how you like our video. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please feel free to send your feedback to info@optimal.com, or you can respond in the comment section below. Thank you.